tier list maker. We are gonna rank fast food today, is what we're doing. I don't want this in my. How do I get this? Yeah. Yeah. All right, y'all. So, Baja Fresh, I ain't never had. Let's just get all these out of the way. I low-key don't know if I've had churches. I've definitely never had Del Taco, never had Firehouse. I think I have had Jack in the Box. Don't know what this is. Never had Long John Silver's. Soon to be changed though. Never had Moe's. Ain't never had Noodles Co. Ain't never had Pock. I don't think I've had I might have, but I don't remember. I don't think I've ever had Popeyes. Ooh, I've had Portillo's. Qdoba? No. Quiznos? No. 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 Never had Skyline. I don't know what this is. Don't know what this is. Don't know what this is. Never had Wawa. Um, I don't think I've had Whataburger. I've had White Castle. I've never had this. Oh, Zaxby's. I've been hearing Zaxby's is good from my sources. Okay, now that we got the lames out the way, let's go on to the big boys. We're gonna go in order here. So, you might be wondering how I'm gonna grade this tier list. But what I think I'm gonna be doing here is if I like it, it's gonna go up in the best. And if I don't like it, it's not. It's gonna go somewhere else. So yeah. All right. A&W. Now, I can't say it's the best. I do enjoy A&W. I'm gonna put it in B tier. Uh they have really good root beer floats. There's just something so classic and timeless about A&W floats. It's like, how are you not gonna get a root beer float from the root beer company? You know what I mean? So I'll put it there. Their food is just fine. Like, I don't think it's bad. It's just burgers, but it's not something that I'm necessarily raving about. Now, I know this is gonna be a disappointment to some of y'all watching, but I really just don't fuck with Arby's, man. Like, they're not bad. The food is fine, but honestly, it's just it's like they've got some good shit there. It's just way too expensive. I mean, I can shout out for the fact that they have euros, um, which are like they're like fine, but like yeah, at the end of the day, I'm just not getting Arby's that often. So Burger King, this is an interesting one because while I personally don't eat or don't really like Burger King that much, I've eaten a lot of Burger King. And some of you may be wondering, well, if you don't like Burger King, why do you eat so much Burger King? That's a great question. And it lies down to the fact that I have a 50% off discount card to Burger King. And at the end of the day, you have to grade things by the value they provide, right? So obviously, McDonald's is going to be worse than a Wagyu steak or a fucking like New York strip steak is going to be worse than some like Wagyu. But New York strip steak, it's like $8. Wagyu, I don't know, it's pretty damn fucking expensive. So at the end of the day, if someone's like, which one tastes better? Well, duh, it's the Wagyu. But you have to like price in the costs and the value per like what the dollar per value is what really matters. So Burger King, even though if I didn't have that discount card, I don't think I'd ever be going there. I kind of have to put it between. I'll put it in C tier because I really just don't like Burger King. I've eaten a lot of Burger King, just not a big fan. Raising Cane's. Now, this is a discussion that I have so often about Raising Cane's. When people come and talk to me about Raising Cane's, the critique and the critics of Raising Cane's, this is what they'll always say. They'll say the chicken's mid. It wouldn't be the sauce. The only good part about it is the sauce, but the chicken is mid. And then they'll say, so that's make that therefore ergo it's mid. This is a fallacy. This is a logical fallacy. When you are eating food, you do not take the food and separate the parts. You rate the food as a whole, right? And so, for example, if I went to like a fucking sandwich place, right? And or I went to a burger joint, right? And I'm ordering a burger and I'm like, the only thing that makes the burger taste good is the burger meat. If you remove the burger meat, all of a sudden the sandwich doesn't taste that good. Like, no shit. You're supposed to eat the chicken with the sauce. It's a part of the experience. You wouldn't go to fucking Panda Express and order orange chicken and then say, don't put the orange chicken sauce on it. I just want it without the sauce. Like, obviously, it's going to taste worse. So, when that argument is brought up that it's not good without the sauce, just shoo them away. They don't know what they're talking about. So Raising Cane's an easy S tier. Carl's Jr. I don't even really know a lot about Carl's Jr. I know I've had it, but man, I don't remember what it tastes like even, but it's a D tier. I don't even remember. Now, Checkers in my neck of the wood is called Rallies. Um, Long history of Checkers and Rallies and where they got their names. I would really recommend looking up about it. But it's good greasy food. Now they offer really really cheap meals. Their burgers aren't the best. Their fries are fucking goated. But at the end of the day, it's their burgers for the price. They're cheap and they taste cheap. Their fries are really good, but it's such greasy food and it makes me feel gross afterwards. But for the value, it's got to be B tier because it is pretty good. Chick Fil A. Chick Fil A is what every fast food restaurant should strive to be. Now, I will say, I don't necessarily think that Chick Fil A's food is the best value. It's more expensive. Now, it's in the $8+ range. It is really good though. I will say. Now, it's never going to beat out the McDonald's of the world's on value, but the service is exceptional. Um, their business model, you can tell very clearly that they put service above almost everything else and quality above everything else. When you go to the Chick Fil A, very rarely are you getting messed up orders. Very rarely are you waiting a super long time, even though the lines are fucking long as fuck. I disagree with the Sunday closed aspect. I think they would be much better if they were open week long. Um, and obviously they have some issues with the funding or where they put the money that they make because it sounds like they might have some things that they do that aren't pretty good. But if I'm just rating it on the food and service, it's got to be S tier. All right. Man, we have a lot of heavy hitters here. Chipotle. People complain about the amount of food you get from Chipotle. They need to shut up. They say back in the day, we used to get more food. We used to get more food in the bowls. Shut up. Because think about it. When you go to Chipotle and you buy an $8, $8.50 chicken bowl is what I order, you get so much fucking food. I am never finishing that. That's coming from a guy that can go to McDonald's and just scarf down 3 sandwiches, a drink, a small fry, some nuggets. Like that's light work for me. But Chipotle is I meet my match there. I can't eat all that. And so for $8, I'm getting plenty of food. Now people are complaining that it's not as much as it used to be, but they were already giving a fuck ton back in the day and they're still giving a good amount now. So let's just calm down on that. Now, I can also respect the Chipotle business model. Their app is flawless. It always works, and I always feel like their food comes out exactly when I ask them to have it come out. And the food is just really tasty. It's really, it doesn't make you. I mean, it makes you feel like shit in a certain way. Like it probably upsets some people's stomachs, but like it just, you can tell that it's like cooked fresh food, which is awesome. Culver's. Culver's is gonna be our first S tier burger joint. So what I love about Culver's is they just have the best cheese product or dairy product, because really their milkshakes are good, their ice cream is good, their cheese curds are good, and their butter burgers, those are good. I don't know where the butter part plays into it, but butter is some sort of dairy, so good as fuck. That's all I can say. Denny's, I just don't fuck with Denny's. I don't even eat Denny's. I just don't fuck with it. I think I went to a Bob Evans once. I don't even know if I've been to a Denny's, but I've been to a Bob Evans, and Bob Evans and Denny's got to be like the same thing. And the last time I was at a Bob Evans, I got a burger, and it was like a little slimy piece of fucking meat, and it was just gross. So don't even play with me. Domino's Pizza. Now this is just something here. Domino's Pizza used to be the fucking shit. 10 years ago, the Domino's app, they did the whole rebranding. They went from, well, I guess this is a little outdated, right? Because they went from Domino's to Domino's Pizza. Or wait, they went from Domino's Pizza to Domino's, and maybe they are back to Domino's Pizza. I'm not really sure. But Domino's used to be the shit. I remember eating their cheesy bread. I remember thinking all the customization was awesome. But in recent years have not been kind to Domino's Pizza. I just don't fuck with the pizza no more. It just, there's something about it. I don't know if it's the sauce quality or the meats that they're using and the ingredients, but it's just not the same it used to be. I will still say Domino's is still a decent pizza joint, but it's definitely gone away from the best in S tier, and it's probably sitting somewhere around B tier, maybe C tier. I don't think I can put it next to Burger King though, so it's got to be B tier. Dairy Queen. I don't really go to Dairy Queen, but I like ice cream. I've been there once or twice, but I can't really rate it. But I'll just give it like A and W got B tier. I can give DQ some B tier. Now Five Guys is the shit. I will I will defend Five Guys till the day I die. Now, this is gonna go into the whole value per dollar thing, because Five Guys is expensive. It is an expensive joint. You're going there, one burger at least $9, at least, and that's for the smallest burger. But the quality is so exceptional, it is far and away worth the price. And for example, if you went to McDonald's and spent $9 on four burgers or whatever, or if I went to Five Guys and spent $9 on one burger, you're getting pretty big sized burgers at Five Guys. So that's probably worth at least two burgers worth of meat. So yeah, you're getting twice the amount of meat in sandwich at McDonald's. But at the end of the day, the quality is more than two times. Like a Five Guys burger is easily four times as good as a McDonald's burger. This is going right now S tier. Now this is a little bit controversial. Denny's is gross, but IHOP is all right. IHOP is all right. I'm not the biggest fan of IHOP. I don't go there often, but I know it's better than Denny's. So yeah, In-N-Out Burger. All right. So I'm one of the few people that have had both In-N-Out and Five Guys, Jack in the Box, Shake Shack. These are some these are burger places that, maybe not Jack in the Box, but In-N-Out and Five Guys, they have a rivalry going. Shake Shack, I feel like, is kind of should be involved in the conversation too. They all have a similar burger, a similar philosophy when it comes to burger making, where they are quality in burgers. I love the atmosphere of the In-N-Out burger. When you go in there, it feels like you're in the 1950s, 1960s at one of the first fast food restaurants. They got 20 people running around. They've got little paper hats on, I think. It's just ridiculous. And it's just awesome. The fact that they have something called animal style, it's pretty cool. Um, it's really greasy ass food, but man, it's pretty damn good. Putting it right next to Five Guys. Now, Jack in the Box. I think I got like the Jack Burger or whatever the fuck they call it from there once, and it was good. I don't know if it's really that much better than some of these other places, and value wise, I don't really know, but I want to say it's a B tier. Now, Jersey Mike's, we're getting into some sandwiches here. Jersey Mike's showed me that Subway sucks. Subway is gross, so we might as well just put Subway up in the D tier right now. Um, you might think that's low, but man, that's there's something sus about Subway. They have a long history of being sus. They have that Jared guy. They have the weird looking meat tuna. I think it's like tuna meat is like something sus about that. People say I think, and you know what? I don't even call it Subway. I call it Susway. So I just hate the Subway bread. At the end of the day, just fucking hate that Subway bread. Now, Jersey Mike's is the pinnacle of a good sub shop. It is twice as expensive as Subway, but then again, this is another example. This is another Five Guys McDonald's example where the Subway, um, the taste difference in Jersey Mike's sandwiches over a Subway sandwich is way far and away more than two times in taste. So this is going S tier. Jimmy John's. I don't really eat Jimmy John's. My mom told me that Jimmy John kills the elephants, so I haven't really been eating Jimmy John's. I don't know if the elephant meat goes anywhere, but I think I've had it like once in my entire life. And it was fine, and I'm sure it's just as good as Jersey Mike's, but just for the fact that Jimmy, he kills elephants, we're putting an F tier. KFC. Man, we've all had KFC. Even if someone tells you that they haven't had KFC, we've all had KFC. And the chicken landscape has changed in America. Back in the day, you had KFC, you might have had Church's chicken, but there wasn't no real I mean, there's Popeye's chicken now. I don't know where that came from, but there's some in my area. I've never had it. But man, back in the day, KFC was king. And KFC has really fallen from grace. I think it was the worst, probably 2016-ish. It was just very clear to me and to the whole world, really, that KFC has fallen from grace. Now, I think over the last 8 or 9 years, they've been doing a pretty good job remaking their image, and they've got some decent deals. There was a new one that opened up in my town, and some friends of mine were able to get a free KFC for a year for being the first customers. Um, I had a pot pie from there once; it wasn't half bad. I don't think KFC is good, but man, I can respect the work that they're doing. I can't put them in F and D tier. I mean, and it's fine. It's exactly what they're supposed to be. It's fried chicken, but it's just not nearly as good as the other chicken places. And I'll put it in C tier. Hopefully, one day I'd like to see them competing back up with the greats going to the S tier. But for now, we're gonna keep you in a solid C tier. Now, Little Caesars. We've all had Little Caesars. We've all had Little Caesars, and you know what? Is it just their pizza sauce? It is brown liquid that gets stirred in a bucket. They do have some of the worst service of any pizza place I've ever been to. Sometimes you walk into a Little Caesars and you ask for a pizza and they forget you're there. And that just happens. But man, Caesarian, man. Caesarian. That's who Little Caesar's named after. It was Julius Caesar's son. He was killed by Octavius. But man, Little Caesar's pizza is always going to be there for you. And does it taste like poop sometimes? Yes. Is the cheese kind of chemically? Yes. But Little Caesar's always going to be there for you. And that's why it's S tier. And here we meet the king of kings, McDonald's. You cannot tell me with a straight face that McDonald's provides some of the best value of any restaurant. I am an extensive, I have had extensive amount of, what's the word? Work with McDonald's. I've been a deal maker at McDonald's for at least 4 years now. Their app is something truly special. Now, the deals are nowhere good as they used to be, but they still have some of the best deals of any restaurant. And it is at the end of the day, it's McDonald's. Like you can't not put McDonald's in S tier. They are the reason fast food exists today. We'll put them up there. Panda Express. I like Panda Express. Um, it's not something I eat all the time. I think if you're going for a like a bowl type of food where you're getting like a sloppy little bowl of food, like a Chipotle style, even though it's completely different taste. But I don't know. Panda Express, they have one on campus, so it's very common for me to hit up Panda Express. But it's probably got to be B tier. It's not quite S tier, but I can respect it. Panera, Panera should be B tier, and it probably will be. But we all remember where we were when Panera discontinued the the killer lemonade that would kill you because it had so much caffeine in it, and that was really fucked up. Not that it killed people, but they discontinued it. So it's going at the end of B tier here. I can fuck with Panera. I don't even really go get their food like ever. It's just not really my type of food. I like to see a little bit more meat on my sandwich. They just kind of have these like flimsy little sandwiches, but I can respect the work they do. I can't respect the decision to discontinue the killer lemonade, but that's okay. Papa John, Papa John, man, Papa John. We all remember Papa John saying that shit online, and I don't really like Papa John's. I've never really eaten Papa John's that often. It's not been a pizza place that I normally go to. I think their pizza's like fine, but enough said about Papa John. We'll put him in C tier. Now, we've all heard the phrase, no one out pizzas the hut. That may have been true at one time. That may have been true. But let's be real right now. The pizza landscape in America is dire. It's not what it used to be. Pizza Hut pizza is like it's like kind of mid. I don't really know how to say it other than that. I'm sorry to everyone, but it is. Um I don't know if you guys have ever been driving and you see like a weird little building and it's got a little hut roof. That's Pizza Hut. And the fact that Pizza Hut is still around when it used to I don't know, for all of these new gens here today, Pizza Hut used to be a sit-in restaurant. You would go to Pizza Hut, you would have a nice sit-in restaurant meal with your family, and it's just not the giant that it used to be. I think there's a study somewhere that says Pizza Hut used to be like a large portion of the pizza pie, if you catch my drift. The pizza holdings of America. If you look at the market share, that's the word I was looking for. If you look at the market share of pizza places, Pizza Hut used to represent a large portion of the pie. But these days, it's not what it used to be. I can't. It might go in C tier. It's just unfortunate where pizza places are in the world today, but that's just how it is. All right, Portillo's. Not many of you will know about Portillo's. It's a very regional thing. There's one in Detroit these days. There's quite. I believe they're based in Chicago. But man, Portillo's is the fucking shit. As a hot dog connoisseur, their hot dogs are quite good. They're different. They've got tomato on it. They've got these vegetables on it. And typically I'm an anti-vegetable guy on hot dogs. Are you kidding me? It works. It's perfect. And that's not even the reason that they're going to get S tier. The reason that Portillo will get S tier is because they have this thing called the chocolate cake milk shake. Some, that's one of the most beautiful phrases I've ever heard. Chocolate cake milk shake. It's like a good 15, 2,000 calories. I remember I was in Chicago one year, and I think I drank about two of them somehow. And I've waken up from dreams just so sad that the dream wasn't reality, and the dream would be me drinking that chocolate cake milkshake. Cannot wait to drink one again. That's it's one of the reasons I want to go back to Chicago. Schlotsky's. So Schlotsky's is a good sandwich place. It's got a certain vibe to it. It's not quite Jersey Mike's, but it's still way better than Subway. And it's more of like it's like a mixture of like a Panera mixed with like a nicer sandwich place. It's got a little bit of the Italian swing to it. It's got an interest. The name, it's like a, I don't know, Eastern name. So I like Schlotzsky's. I like Schlotzsky's. I don't know what Cinnabon's got to do with it. The Schlotzsky's in my town has a Cinnabon attached. I don't know if they're connected or what, but Shake Shack. I've had Shake Shack twice. I just had it about 2 weeks ago. Um, Man, it's good. It's good. Like that's what I can say. Shake Shack's good. Uh, is it Five Guys in and out level? I don't know. Honestly, I haven't had enough experience with Shake Shack yet to really say, but I'd like to think it is. I can't knock it more until I try a few more things from there. Their shakes are good. Their burgers are good. We're gonna put it up here. Sheets. Sheets is pretty interesting on this list because at the end of the day, Sheets is a gas station first. If you have a gas station outside of your fast food restaurant, you wouldn't call it a fast food place. Yes, it has a made to order kitchen that runs at all times of the day. But I don't think it's fair to classify it first as a fast food restaurant and a gas station second. That's just not how this world works. I imagine that um, most of their revenue or profit is generated from the gas, even though I'm sure a large chunk of it is still made by the food. Correct me if I'm wrong. Fact check me in the comment sections. I'm open to opinions here. I'm open to facts. So, but in my head, I shouldn't really be ranking Sheets as a fast food place and the quality of their food. I want to rank it as a gas station with the best fast food of any gas station I've ever been to. The value is all right. They're 2 for 6. Two or appetizer thing for 3 for 6 appetizers for $6. That's all right. It's a good deal. The free drinks they offer somehow are pretty good. I don't know how they're free, but and yeah. So like I like Sheets. Me and my friends go to Sheets quite often. It's a nice. It is. I will say, and this is something I have to say about Sheets. 24/7. Man, that makes such a difference. Now, maybe in 2019, or before 2019, a 24-hour restaurant is like those are everywhere. Maybe they're all fast food, or maybe they're all drive through. But yeah, sure, 24-hour. That's pretty common. Post COVID, we do not have a lot of 24-hour places. So Sheets has really opened up a lot of it's really more than just a gas station or fast food. It's a community. There is a community to Sheets. I see the same people going to Sheets every week. Me and my friends go to Sheets all the time. I see the bikers go to Sheets. There's a whole biker gang at Sheets. The employees are like family, they say, in the advertisements. I have no reason to disagree. So you know what? I have to put a lot of respect on Sheets for the fact that they're trying something new. They have 24-hour walk in, sit, hang out with your friends. We need more places like these in America. Now, it is a little annoying that there's about 10 Sheets that have opened in Toledo area and they're just like it's like that's just weird. It's like I don't know how I feel about that part, but I can respect the fact that Sheets is a 24-hour place and their food it's not great. If it wasn't for the fact that they were a gas station and they were 24 hours, they would be lower, but I have to give it to them for that. Sonic. Sonic fucking the food from Sonic fucking sucks. If it was just based on the food right now, Sonic would be the easiest F tier of my entire life. It is cheap, but I've never left Sonic and been, man, that was good. No, no. I eat Sonic out of despair. I eat Sonic out of misery. But, but I will say, their drinks were game changing. Now, I don't know if they were the first place to do the flavored drink trend. I doubt they were. But the whole cherry, vanilla, Coke, add a lime into it, dirty, put some cream in the drink. They have so many options with their drinks, and they're quite good. The drinks are quite good. It's one of the reasons I go there. So, probably the only reason I go there. So, I will put Sonic their food is F tier, but man, is there are their drinks B tier. I feel like my it's a little lopsided here. Typically, I try not to put as many places in the best, but that's just how we're going. Steak and Shake is another fallen behemoth. Man, Steak and Shake used to be the shit. I fucking love Steak and Shake. The vibe in there is awesome. They have all these different shake flavors, combinations. But I don't even remember the last time I went to Steak and Shake. I used to go when I was a little kid. I'd be like, Mom, 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 Dad, 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 take me to Steak and Shake, take me to Steak and Shake, and it was like the best treat ever. And now I can't even don't even want to be near the place. The last time I went into Steak and Shake, I saw the fry cook. He had his hat on. He was sitting on a bench. His whole butt cheeks were out. His pants were falling down. It's just not a good look. F tier. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Taco Bell. I'm gonna make some of y'all mad with this because I know there's some Taco Bell fans in this video in this comment section watching. Guys, Taco Bell isn't that good. Yes, yes, yes. The value that they provide is great, but it's just not that good. And I can't lie and say I don't ever have a Taco Bell craving. I do. And sometimes I leave Taco Bell and I went, man, that would hit the spot. That hit the spot. But there's something inhumane for me to sit here and push Taco Bell propaganda because something deep in my soul tells me that Taco Bell's not good. Even if I can't logically say why, even though I can be satiated and fulfilled from a Taco Bell outing, just deep down I know there's something wrong. As as some dear friends of mine would say, they would say it's dolphin shoulder and squirrel forehead, I believe. So we're gonna put Taco Bell, and I know this is gonna make some of you mad, but it's putting in C tier. Just be grateful I'm not putting in D or an F because really it might deserve that, but I'll grant it some clemency today. Now Waffle House. If Sheets didn't exist, Waffle House would immediately be S tier right now because Waffle House is one of the few places that is open 24/7. You can go there with your friends. The food is fine. The prices are fine. It's you're getting full service. You're getting a waitress to pay, take your order and depending on the location, they'll even take your check and or sometimes you have to walk up and pay. But I will say I have a little soft spot for Waffle House. I think they're probably worth a B tier, but I just like Waffle House. I have good memories, fond memories at Waffle House. Anytime I'm going to a Waffle House, it's not really about the food, it's about the memories you make there with your friends. And it's something about Waffle House. So we're gonna put it in S tier. Wendy's, man. Wendy's is on a decline right now. I'm sure you all remember the 444 and the Biggie bag. The 444 was one of God's greatest inventions. It was the culmination of humanity and they killed it. And I can't blame Wendy's for that. At the end of the day, it's a rough world out there. People got to look out for themselves. Wendy's has to make sure she doesn't end up on the streets. She's got to look out for herself. And I can't blame Wendy's for that. But man, getting rid of that 4 for 4, that just hurt. It just hurt. And so I for that until Wendy's can convince me otherwise, I can't. We'll put it C tier because man, I don't really go to Wendy's. I really don't. It's better than Burger King. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just mad about that 4 for 4. That hurt me as an Ohio native, and Wendy's being an Ohio invention. I would love to put it higher, but I just can't. White Castle. I've been to White Castle a few times, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's gross, right? It reminds me a lot of Carl's Jr. Wingstop. This is a wings chicken place, so it's different from the fried chicken places. Um, they specify in like wings. I will say that their wings are fine, but I just fucking hate Wingstop. I hate the I work next to a Wingstop, and the people in there are idiots. I have unrelated beef that I cannot share here due to privacy reasons. But yeah, I just kind of don't fuck with Wingstop. So I will say I'm completely partial on this. I'm very biased, but I'm just mad about it. I can't even lie. I'm just mad. So we're gonna put Wingstop. We'll put it in D tier. Um, And I just don't even go to Wingstop, so I don't even care. Who cares? So this is going to be my tier list, guys. I hope you agree. If you disagree, tell me why in the comments. Tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me what I'm doing that you disagree with. But make sure to like and subscribe. And let me know what fast food content you would like next time, or what type of tier list you'd like for me next time. And yeah, all right. I'll see you guys later.